When I was younger, I fell for the BS YouTube advice of, oh yeah, set systems, not goals, because they motivate you. And then some other guy said, oh yeah, but actually your goals need to be smart goals, because then they are better for your productivity. Just get motivated, they all said. But nothing fucking worked for me. And I was still a lazy piece of shit. But then I discovered something that will make any productivity guru look like an amateur, and it's called the disaster list. The moment I wrote my disaster list, I became so obsessively motivated, a fire ignited inside my brain, and I couldn't stop working at night when I needed to sleep. And if you listen to the end of this video, you'll get that exact same fire in your brain so hard that you can't stop working. But how does motivation actually work? Well, a couple years ago I watched the Andrew Huberman podcast, and he was talking about the fact that maybe setting goals wasn't as motivating, and it was more the bad stuff that motivated us. So I tried this exact thing. I tried to sit down and just every time I didn't feel motivated to go to the gym, I sat down and I closed my eyes and I envisioned myself as like an obese guy, just the fattest I could ever imagine myself, how horrible my life would be. And immediately I was like, oh shit bro, I have to go to the gym, I can't look like this. And then I heard of something called an anti-vision from a guy named Toby on YouTube. And trust me bro, it definitely works. So there was a study done on this thing that the bad things motivate us more, and they took rats, and the first group of rats, they had to run towards something, and there was basically like nothing to run towards. They were just running, and they would see how long they would run. Then there was a second group of rats. These rats were running towards a piece of cheese, I believe it was. Then there was the last group of rats. They were running away from cat's piss, because you know they're scared as fuck of cats, right? And bro, the one that ran away from the cat's piss was the one that ran like the furthest, who ran the fastest and the furthest. Like it was miles ahead of the old one. And then they tried to put a cheese in front of the rat and cat piss behind it, and now it was moving, I think it was like 20 times more than the cat or the rat that just ran towards the cheese. So this is the importance of like bad shit. When you can run away from bad stuff and run towards good stuff, you'll get there so much faster and you'll become so much more motivated to do so. And this just goes to show that the goals that you can set, they are just like extra motivation. The real thing that drives you is the worst case scenario. And so that's when I made my disaster list. That's when I thought, why not write all the bad shit that can happen down and get motivated by this? So basically what I want you to do is just open a document on your computer, or maybe grab like a piece of paper, and what you just do is you write everything down that you can imagine would be the horrible thing in terms of one thing. So let's say for example it'd be fitness, right? The most horrible thing that you could think about, maybe shit like, my future wife is so unattractive to me that she cheats on me, or I'm so fat that I can't run with my kids. Or for me in business, it would be something like, I make so little money that I have to work so much in a dead-end job that my wife suddenly like doesn't have time to be attracted to me, and she ends up just cheating on me. You need to get deep and bro, write down some dark shit, and this will actually motivate you whenever you don't want to do it. Just take a look at this paper, and trust me, within seconds you'll like have a fire inside of you, and you'll be ready to work out, do the hard thing, whatever it may be that you're trying to do. And if you want more knowledge like this and have me drop more game to you, like literally everything I know about this, you can join my analog revival. It's the first link in the description. It's literally everything you need to fix your mental health and get motivated and achieve all of the goals that you have. And this goes to show that the test I did, where I just imagined myself as fat before going to the gym when I didn't want to, helped a lot. And this is even better because you have a whole list of the worst entire thing that can happen if you don't take action, if you don't stay disciplined. And this is genuinely the biggest motivator ever. And so now that we've written down the worst things, we also want to write down the positive things, because they give us like an extra motivational benefit. And basically you just do the opposite. It's quite simple. Now that you've written down the worst things that could happen, you write down the best things that could happen. So for me, with the business, it'd be I become a millionaire, I can retire my parents, my wife doesn't need to work a job, so she can actually take care of the kids which you want to, all these things, right? Now once you've made that vision, you can take it even further and create a goal out of this. So I just hang usually a goal on my wall. So for example, you can say, get to the point where I can retire my parents, right? That could be a goal. And then you create like small stepping stones underneath it, so kind of like an XP bar in video games, and you get even extra motivation to go and do that thing, just in a little extra thing. Alright, that was the exact way that I got so motivated that I couldn't stop working. I hope you enjoyed it. Alright, that's it. Put one foot in front of the other.